Yoshi.
Cringe.
You best start believing in cringe compilations, Miss Turner. You're in one. Here we go. Winners semifinals. We got Pharaoh, Yoshi's, Jersey's top Yoshi extraordinaire, not the other way around, versus
Jersey.
one of Jersey's finest in Jakal.
Yeah, Jakal's riding high a little bit too. Having that renewed confidence in Wolf, playing this character at a higher level than he's basically ever been, but a lot more presence in his own character team. Because that Sonic, as you mentioned, is slowly starting to make a comeback.
Yeah.
While it may not be present in this set because Wolf into Yoshi is generally seen as pretty good, given that Wolf can keep up with Yoshi's mid-air speed, despite Yoshi being faster. Wolf no slouch on his own.
It's so
but
huge against Yoshi.
Those buttons in mid-air, those lingering neutral air, the disjoint on forward air, the presence of back air. It is a whole lot of great stuff, not to mention that laser if ever Jakal wants to take a load off.
Wolf has pretty much every tool in the book necessary to beat Yoshi. And one other thing that wasn't mentioned there is on top of that is the fact that he has buttons that can beat Yoshi as well. You already see him doing it. I was just about to mention it. It's these landing nairs. You know Wolf, if there's anything Wolf loves, it's that nair. Beats so many different various moves in this game. It's such a huge, meaty hitbox, or beefy hitbox, I should say, on top of that. As that forward smash is going to do it right there, just waiting for Pharaoh to approach instead with that amazing airspeed. Wolf's got the sauce to beat Yoshi.
Oh yeah, he's got every tool in the book to beat just about any character in this game, though there's many that can prove him trouble. Yoshi, unfortunately for Pharaoh, not one of them, but he is a character specialist, and Wolf is a common character. You don't go into any of these matchups without some preparation, and it just looked like Jakal wasn't willing to mash on that one.
I was about to say, like, willing might be the better word because he was definitely prepared for that.
Yeah.
Another interesting stock loss in this game so far. Pharaoh with a huge mountain to climb, and the laser already creating a little bit of a wall on the front. It's so difficult because that move can just sort of force a character like Yoshi to jump, and you would think because he has pretty much the best airspeed in this entire game that'd be good. But when you're playing Wolf and you not only got disjoints, but you got buttons that will straight up beat out some of Yoshi's options, that laser at the end of the day might just be a bait, and you see how confident Jakal is feeling already trying to get that Wolf flash off of the forward air on the platform, man. This guy's all business.
Yeah, he's out here trying to end the game right off the bat, going for these rising forward airs, always contesting Pharaoh's jumps and delaying the get out so he takes the hit of the forward smash. You don't die, you take a lot of damage, but that stock is still intact, and that's most important. Going for that up smash, though, a little bit errant, and a great dashback bait coming out from Pharaoh to give himself a chance. And Wolf, a lot of strong tools on stage, but exceedingly edge-guardable. And Yoshi, as you mentioned, has some pretty good off-stage finishers.
That he does, my friend. But I mean, but first we're going to need some on-stage combos at the beginning. I mean, Wolf is a fast faller, as we all know. So these up air strings from Yoshi, they might not come in too clutch right now. He's got to tack on a little bit more damage first. But sometimes all it takes is one little Yoshi string getting up to 26. He's at that perfect percent for it. Unless he just tries to end it all here with another forward air. Nothing doing, man. Still a little bit of a mountain to climb, but Pharaoh playing very, very patiently, potentially towards the end of this game number one.
Yeah. Jakal even getting around the Pharaoh special, trying to see it again, though delay that time on his getup. He's not taking any chances now that he's at 65. Can't be willing to risk his stock this early at 173 now. This is a max range Yoshi. This back throw might do it.
Yeah.
Oh, kills off the top. The DI was just slightly off when it comes to the trying to DI to the corner. Ends up going a little too far in.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to see how he DI'd there and if he potentially could have lived that, because Yoshi is a very heavy boy, but he did die off the top right there instead of the back, which is, where the back throw would normally kill right there. So I don't know if he maybe could have potentially DI'd that down and in instead of maybe potentially just in. Frankly, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know how he DI'd that back throw. I couldn't tell from that angle right there. I could be just talking out of somewhere right now because he was already at 180. It might have just killed regardless, but
we didn't
either
see
way.
the kill flash, though. It could have killed regardless, but yeah. I have very little faith in Wolf back throw, I'm going to be honest. That move, the throw is low-key the worst kill throw to ever kill throw.
Yeah, it's a very awkward one because it's definitely not one you can typically use from center stage, to say the least.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful spacing on the egg roll right there. The best, most worst, greatest, unpunishable, punishable move in the entire game.
Yeah, if you know how to punish it, it's awful. But if you don't, it's
Best
spin
move.
dash.
Spin dash. But I'll be in a much slower version of it. But yeah.
Not that good.
Pokemon Stadium 2, once again, the only thing I can think of on this stage is that Jakal might have to watch his landings on the way down. That up smash does, in fact, reach through. Oh, no, I think I'm thinking of Battlefield. Never mind. But either way, it's going to die.
Jump that after the, I think it was the second up air. And kudos to Pharaoh for oftentimes reading these air dodges and following up instead of with another up air, making the situation repeatable, but going for nair and going for more offstage play. So that neutral getup is going to get caught by Jakal's up smash, and this game maintains its even, though Pharaoh with a little bit of a renewed sense of life after surviving for so long in his last stock game 1.
Yeah, I honestly, what I want to see from Pharaoh a little bit more is like, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not an easy thing to do, but Yoshi does have the best airspeed in the entire game. I want to see him start like taking advantage of that just a little bit more, because that is Yoshi's saving grace in pretty much all of his matchups. And Wolf, you know, Wolf of course can contest with that. He's got disjoints. The character also moves through the air like butter, but he's also got pretty good cross-ups as well as mix-ups off of that grab release right there into the down air. Good damage coming out from Pharaoh. Resetting it pretty much right back to even right here. Both characters just fishing, narrowly missing the back air is Jakal, though.
I'm out here wondering how that back air missed. Yoshi's nose went right under the big boots of Jakal, and we've got ourselves a very even game going toe-to-toe with all of these meaty aerials coming out from Jakal, lasting a long time and no shortage of damage. But Pharaoh is maintaining his ground play. I know you want to see him take to the air, but this kind of anti-air kind of gameplay with a lot of pivot F tilts and a lot of up tilts has been super good, though just a little bit too slow on the coverage as Jakal gets another up smash out of shield.
Pharaoh's trying to land a lot of like his confirms like in the scrap right now. You see him fishing for back air again, as you mentioned earlier before, but you also see a couple of situations where you see him waiting for that. Exactly that. Waiting to see how Jakal is going to approach him with another aerial, to see how Yoshi could shift his hurt box by whipping that up tilt underneath it, because that does actually shift his hurt box just a little bit. As well as set up into the kill confirm into the up air. That is about the third time I've seen him go for that, and the first time I've seen it actually kill. It's in these sort of scrap scenarios that he's taking advantage of the fact that Wolf is such the big fast faller that he is, that he's going to be able to get these confirms at probably some better percents.
Vertical damage confirms on a fast faller, feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Get the egg, the delay into the jump that time. Jakal gets away once more, and we're seeing kind of a mimic of game 1, but it ends a similar way with Jakal closing it out with an out of shield. That split on the up smash scoop from so far.
It's making me eat my words.
Yeah.
This is what Jakal's doing. Every time I get the privilege to cast one of this guy's sets, he just makes me eat my words every time, which is very funny considering that's the exact opposite of who he is in real life. Nicest guy you'll pretty much ever meet.
Fan.
But that move is the Haagen-Dazs, my friend. It scoops from both sides as far away as you could possibly go. How much does it matter that you got the best air drift, the best air speed, I should say, in the game, when it doesn't matter if you're holding the stick away the entire time, it's still going to get you. You know what I mean? I mean, you saw him trying to take advantage of that, but it's not going to do it from that stage of the game. And Jakal just knows this matchup, knows that up smash is still going to cover there. And even if it doesn't, he's still drifting away. He's not going to have time to drift in with the back air, which is the actual Pharaoh special, as we've learned. It's a hard knock life for Yoshi sometimes.
It's an interesting way that they almost played that game, because it looked like for majority of the set, Pharaoh knew that he couldn't reliably get out of aerial situations against Wolf's disjoints.